Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Superpower User. My name is Stanley, and today I'm going to be taking a look at a couple Apple Watch editions that just arrived, and we're going to be unboxing them and taking a first look at them. So stay tuned. So the second Friday after the Apple keynote with the iPhone event is always like Christmas morning because every year, you've ordered the iPhones at midnight or whenever, right when it launches, and it's launch day. And you've got your iPhones and Apple Watches that are going to be coming, and you're just like, "Where's the UPS Santa Claus? I want to see him. I want to get my toy." So they're finally here. I've got two Apple Watch editions, like I said. The first one is a titanium Apple Watch edition and a ceramic Apple Watch edition. And you can see here on the packages, they are actually a little bit different. The titanium has a kind of a gray, space gray titanium color to the overlay of the Apple Watch logo and letters, and while the ceramic one is not even being picked up on the camera. But anyway, so it's just white. So the containers are a little bit different from the previous years. The previous years was a little bit more boxy. This is a little bit more elongated. So, well, it doesn't really matter what the box looks like. It's what's inside the box, right? You can see here the packaging. It looks like, it just slips open like that. So interesting packaging. And of course, inside, that's how they do it. Very clever. So this is how they customize your Apple Watch with your band. You basically have a wrapper on the outside that they can wrap your combination in, and they ship the combination of your watches together. So looks like here, let me put that aside here. Let me get the body out first. So would you look at that? So this is the body, and oh, look at that. It's it's got a nice little sleeve. You can see this here. Nice little sleeve for the body. And then what else is in the box? I've got Apple Watch edition. And I've got, you know what? This is the band. This is the off-white or white band. And what's unique about these bands is that since I've got the Apple Watch edition, this little button here is made out of ceramic as well. I bet you, well, we'll have to see, but the other Apple Watch edition, the titanium one, might be titanium, I'm guessing. If not, well, in any case, we'll see. So I'm not going to be using this much. Okay. So what else is in the box? I've got a magnetic charger, and of course the 5-watt charging brick. So I'll take that out of the box. And then I've got the space black Milanese loop. So it's not much different from what I've got right now, just only in black. Online, I had basically looked at the photos, and I was trying to figure out what colors I wanted to go with the ceramic Apple Watch. And I saw some leather colors, or leather, the brown leather with the white, and that looked pretty good. The problem with the ceramic is that it's kind of hard to mix and match colors a little bit without looking tacky or looking bad. But I thought when I saw this that the space black, I think it's called the space black Milanese loop, right? Yeah, Milanese loop. So I was saying, the space black Milanese loop on the ceramic looks as if this thing is wearing a tuxedo, like a black and white tuxedo. It looks so good. And you'll see in a moment here, once I slide this thing in. snapped in, snapped in. Look at that. The watch itself is made out of ceramic and it's big. It's got a pretty big face on it, and the bottom is black and gray, which really matches well with the Milanese loop. And even the button on the side is black and got the top black. So it's really blacked out, but at the same time, it makes the ceramic look that much more striking. And I think that was the key reason why I really wanted this one, because the ceramic kind of looks, what's the word? I was worried that the ceramic looked a little fake or a little plasticky, and with the black Milanese loop, it looks much, much, much better. So here you go. Check that out. So look at that. All right, so what I've got here is the titanium version of the Apple Watch edition. In this package here, we've got the titanium watch in a sleeve. Oh, it looks so good. You've got the body. You have this sleeve in here, which contains the sport bands, and it does look like you got the little knob here is made out of titanium, I think. It's got a kind of a gray look to it. So just like the ceramic version's made out of ceramic, the titanium version looks to be made out of titanium. So the Apple Watch here is, you can see it's got a very nice brush finish. It matches the silver kind of well. It's not a perfect match, and of course this is polished here, and the color of this is pretty close. If you're not looking really closely, you're not going to be able to tell, but there is a little bit of difference. So you can put this on the wrist. Oh man, this is light. Sorry, here. This is really light. This is a little heavier than the aluminum, and I can get a scale out to see exactly how much this weighs. But it's closer to the aluminum weight. It feels closer to the aluminum weight than the stainless steel that I had before. So I've got here, let me take this off real quick. All right, so I've got here both watches in my hand. And from a weight perspective, the ceramic is marginally heavier than the titanium, but it's still lighter than my old Series 3. And gosh, this Series 3 is both thick and heavy compared to the difference between the Series 3 and the Series 5. The Series 5 and the Series 4 are very similar in build. Really, the only major feature is the always-on display. But I thought it was time to retire the Series 3 here and upgrade to the Series 5. The thickness is clearly different. I mean, from owning this for multiple years now, the thickness is a dramatic difference. Another interesting point, like I said here, is that the crown here is black because of the ECG measurements. While on the titanium one here, you have, you can see here, it's titanium. So both red ring, of course, both are cellular enabled. And yeah, so that's just a quick look at these two watches here. I think personally, I prefer this look better than this one, just probably because I've had this for so long now. I'm looking for something different. You can see here side by side the ceramic or the titanium versus the stainless steel. Old one, of course, new one. And besides the screen difference, at a quick glance, they look very similar. So the last thing I wanted to do was to take a close look at this watch here. So you can see here, I don't know if you know this, but the ceramic version of this watch has a little lip. All right, so you have this little lip right here. See that? This Apple Watch, on the other hand, does not have that lip. See, this is flush and rounded over. This right here, it's ever so slight of a lip. And really, you don't see it much. Maybe you should see a little bit of a lip going all the way around. But since it's white, it's not that dramatic. You can feel it more than you can see it. So that's what happens, or that's the result of the ceramic case and the sizing difference between that and titanium. I guess titanium is just a little bit easier to work with, so that they make this completely rounded over, really nice. The ceramic version, of course, has that sharp edge, a little sharper edge. So, if I didn't even mention it, you probably wouldn't even have realized, but it's just something to know. So yeah, that's just a quick look at the Apple Watch Series 5 editions, the ceramic and the titanium. And really, functionally between the two, they're pretty much exactly the same. It's just the case material and the weight. Both of them, of course, have the sapphire glass on top, on the glass screen, and functionally, processor-wise, they're identical. The titanium version is about 0.2 ounces lighter than the ceramic, which is another 0.2 ounces lighter than the stainless steel Series 3. Whichever one you go for, you're going to be really happy with the Apple Watch. If the Apple Watch is wearables is really what you're looking for. What we'll have to see is how well the ceramic holds up. Ceramics is supposed to be pretty scratch resistant, so we'll have to see if it scratches or if the sapphire glass scratches. This one, this sapphire glass on the Series 3 I've had for a couple of years, this actually ended up scratching a little bit. I think I scratched it on the underside of a granite countertop. So clearly it was something really hard and it just caught the edge, and there's this light little scratch on there. As for the stainless steel body, it's really pretty much beat up. The Milanese loop clearly doesn't show any scratches, and that's one of my fears is, will the black Milanese loop show scratches much more easily than the stainless steel version of the Milanese loop? So maybe in 6 months or 8 months, I might do another video to see how well this thing's holding up. And I have a feeling I'm probably going to be keeping this watch for maybe 2-3 years. I'm going to be definitely skipping the next generation, maybe even skipping this generation after that, if there really isn't any killer features on the Apple Watch. Because really, there's really nothing more I would really want out of Apple Watch. I'm just rambling at this point, but so that's it for the quick look and unboxing of the titanium and ceramic Apple Watches. If you found this video useful, make sure to hit that like button and perhaps consider subscribing for future tech videos. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.